Learn how to make a leather refillable journal. You'll need a crocodile, leather, a hobby knife, a rotary cutter, a ruler, a pencil, some eyelets, and elastic cord. You're going to mark the leather and cut it so that it measures 9 by 12 inches. You'll want to cut a small piece of leather for the strap. Now take the ruler and measure across the long sides at the halfway point, 6 inches, and then measure the 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch on either side. Use a scoring tool to score the line a 1/4 inch from the center on both sides. And then use your pencil to draw the line 1/2 inch from the halfway point on each side. And it looks like I didn't quite get that line on the right side of the tick mark, so I'm going to quickly redraw that. Then you'll use your crocodile to punch holes on that 1/2 inch line. I used the crocodile to measure how deep the hole should be. If you haven't used this tool before, it is awesome. Super easy way to set eyelets. So you'll slip the tool in the eyelet, press down, and it will clamp it down around the leather perfectly. And take that first small leather piece that we cut and round the corners with the scissors. And then you'll put eyelets on both sides of that piece as well. All right, now for the elastic threading. You'll tie the elastic off on one side, thread it through the top right hole, through the top left, then down to the bottom left, through the bottom right, and then back up to the top and pull through. And then again to the top left. So it's going to double up on that side. Now you want to make sure that the elastic is pulled evenly and the knot on the end should be pulled tight right on the very end of the elastic. You can burn the edges just to make sure that they don't fray. And then you're going to tie the top in a surgeon's knot, which is basically a square knot with an extra loop. And then pull that tight, align it in the back, and pull it straight down the center to the bottom edge. And then the elastic's going to go through the left hole and then back through the right, and then Same technique as before, you're going to tie in a surgeon's knot at the bottom. And just pull the elastic so that it's evenly dispersed on those 3 pieces, and trim the end of the elastic and then burn the end to prevent fraying. And that's it. That is going to hold the refillable pages. So these pages need to be trimmed down just a little bit. So I took about 6 pieces of paper, 6 to 10, fold them in half, and then cut them down to 5 inches. But before we load the paper in, we're going to do the last little part to make the book so that it has a strap binding it closed. You're just going to cut an X right in the center. Just use your hobby knife to cut through that leather. Then you're going to take the elastic from the strap part and shove it through that little X that you've just cut. And then essentially you'll tie a knot on that elastic. But to make sure that it all fits properly, you can put the paper pages into the elastic, and the elastic just goes right down the center of the folded pages. Just pull that elastic out so that it pulls tightly around the book, and then tie it in a overhand knot inside the journal. Then it is ready to wrap up and go. I just take one more step to round the edges of the leather journal. Just use some scissors and round off those points. It gives it a professional look and keeps those edges from curling. And that's it. Your amazing refillable leather journal is finished. Now you can repeat that process in every color and textile that you can imagine.